In today's world, it's easy to believe that success is all about competition and accumulating wealth. We're constantly taught to chase after financial goals, often at the expense of our well-being. But what if true prosperity isn't about pushing harder or working longer? What if it's about something deeper, something timeless? In this video, we'll dive into the ancient wisdom of Buddhism, uncovering teachings that can transform not only your financial life, but also your personal fulfillment. This is about cultivating a sense of balance, purpose, and mindful action that naturally attracts abundance. If this idea resonates with you, make sure to subscribe and like the video to join us on this transformative journey. Let's explore how integrating Buddhist principles into your daily life can open the door to a wealth of opportunities in ways you might not have imagined before. Wealth isn't just about accumulating money or possessions. True prosperity is rooted in spiritual well-being and harmony. While many see wealth as a financial goal, true prosperity comes from living with integrity, generosity, and mindfulness. There are two types of wealth to consider: material and spiritual. Material wealth can be fleeting, but spiritual wealth, such as compassion, wisdom, and inner peace, lasts and remains with you no matter your external circumstances. When aligned with values like generosity and mindfulness, material wealth holds deeper meaning. Money itself is not good or bad. It's simply a tool. The way we use it determines its value, whether it's to help others, improve well-being, or create positive change. How we manage our finances speaks to the kind of prosperity we invite into our lives. When financial decisions are made with mindfulness and ethical conduct, they open the door to a form of wealth that transcends material gain. Karma is a law of cause and effect. Every action we take, whether positive or negative, creates a ripple in the world around us. This principle isn't just about what happens to us. It's about how our actions shape the lives of others. When we act with kindness, generosity, and mindfulness, the positive energy we put into the world returns to us in unexpected ways. Generosity, in particular, plays a central role in shaping both our lives and the world around us. The act of giving, whether it's time, resources, or compassion, creates a flow of positive energy that builds trust, fosters relationships, and opens doors to new opportunities. Giving without expectation of receiving in return, particularly when it requires sacrifice, cultivates a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. The act of giving isn't limited to material possessions. It can also be the sharing of knowledge, time, or love. When we give freely, we break free from the mindset of scarcity and open ourselves to receiving, not out of expectation, but as a natural result of the positive energy we've created. To illustrate the power of karma and generosity, let's look at a story of a young entrepreneur named Sofia. She once believed that financial success was all about hard work and competition. However, she soon realized there was something more, something missing from her life. Sofia's journey is a perfect example of how the practice of giving, without expecting anything in return, can transform not only our relationships, but also our financial reality. Sofia's path to transformation began when she encountered the principles of generosity and karma. At first, she had doubts. She was a young entrepreneur juggling her business and personal life, constantly feeling overwhelmed. Her success seemed elusive, even though she worked tirelessly. Sofia had always believed that financial prosperity required sacrifices, including compromising her values and adopting a competitive mindset. However, when Sofia discovered the teachings about generosity and karma, something shifted. She decided to give without expecting anything in return. She started by offering free workshops to her community on subjects she was passionate about. despite the fact that it meant sacrificing her limited time and resources. At first, she was anxious about the decision, questioning whether she could afford to give so much away. But slowly, something remarkable happened. As she continued to give, Sofia noticed a positive change. People began to trust her more, and her business started to grow, not through paid ads or sales tactics, but through organic, word-of-mouth referrals. Her community felt connected to her because she wasn't just offering a service or product. She was giving her knowledge and time freely, without any expectation of personal gain. Through this process, Sofia learned that when she aligned her actions with generosity, she was also inviting good karma into her life. Rather than focusing solely on what she could gain, she started focusing on how she could be of service to others. And that, in turn, brought her greater prosperity, both financially and emotionally. Sofia's story shows us that the act of giving, even when it feels like a sacrifice, can lead to unexpected rewards. It's a reminder that prosperity doesn't always come from striving and competing, but from offering value and nurturing relationships. Her business flourished not because she chased profits, but because she focused on making a meaningful impact. When Sofia embraced the principles of generosity and karma, another shift happened in her mindset. She began to see that true prosperity wasn't about scarcity or competition, but about an abundance that flowed naturally from her actions. This mindset change was key to her transformation. Sofia had spent years living with a mindset of scarcity. She believed that in order to succeed, she had to fight for every opportunity, constantly worrying that there wouldn't be enough to go around. This scarcity mindset fueled her anxiety and drove her to make decisions based on fear rather than clarity. But as Sofia practiced generosity, something remarkable happened. Her fears started to fade. She began to replace them with a belief that abundance wasn't limited, that there was more than enough for everyone. She no longer saw other entrepreneurs as competitors, but as potential collaborators. She realized that when one person succeeds, it doesn't take away from anyone else's potential for success. Sofia's shift to an abundance mindset didn't just affect her business, it affected her personal life too. She felt more at peace, more connected to others, and more capable of making decisions with confidence and ease. This mindset was one of the key drivers behind her growing success, showing how shifting from scarcity to abundance can open doors to new opportunities and growth. As Sofia continued her journey, she discovered the power of visualization and affirmations in reinforcing her newfound mindset of abundance. She learned that by mentally rehearsing success and affirming her worth, she could align her thoughts with the prosperity she desired. Each morning, Sofia took a few minutes to close her eyes and visualize her goals, seeing her business grow, feeling the joy of helping others, and imagining the positive impact she could make in her community. This simple yet powerful practice helped her focus on what she wanted instead of what she feared. By visualizing her success, Sofia was able to keep herself motivated and energized throughout her day. She also started using affirmations to reinforce her beliefs. She would repeat statements like, "I attract abundance," "I am worthy of success," and "I am grateful for the opportunities that come my way." These affirmations helped her stay grounded in her new mindset, reminding her that prosperity wasn't something to chase, but something to embrace and welcome. Visualization and affirmations became essential tools in Sofia's life, strengthening her belief in abundance and supporting her efforts to manifest the prosperity she had once thought unattainable. As Sofia's understanding deepened, she embraced the Eightfold Path, which offered a practical guide to living in alignment with her values. By integrating its principles into her daily actions, She realized that it wasn't just about achieving financial success. It was about building a life of integrity and conscious wealth. The concept of right livelihood became especially important to her. Sofia began to focus on aligning her work with her values, ensuring that her business practices were ethical and that the services she offered contributed positively to the community. It was no longer just about making money. It was about creating value and doing work that felt meaningful. She also understood the role of right effort, which emphasized the importance of persistent, mindful action. Rather than working in a frantic, unbalanced way, Sofia learned to pace herself, putting her energy into actions that aligned with her long-term goals. By applying these principles, Sofia's business prospered in ways she hadn't imagined. She found that wealth wasn't just measured by financial gains, but by the satisfaction of knowing that her work was meaningful, that it made a difference, and that it was rooted in conscious, ethical practices. As Sofia continued her journey, she realized the timeless teachings she embraced were not only relevant in ancient times, but also crucial for today's fast-paced, material-driven world. She began to adapt these principles to modern financial challenges, finding that they offered a balanced path amidst the constant pressure to chase after wealth. Sofia's success wasn't about following the latest trends or adopting an overly competitive mindset. Instead, she focused on building a strong foundation based on mindfulness and ethical actions. She carefully evaluated each decision, whether personal or professional, considering how it aligned with her core values. By learning to balance the pursuit of financial stability with inner peace, Sofia discovered that her wealth wasn't just about numbers on a bank statement. It became about creating a life that was aligned with her deepest values, values that encouraged generosity, integrity, and a mindful approach to both wealth and life. Sofia's ability to integrate these teachings into her modern life became a powerful example for others around her. She showed that financial success, when rooted in timeless wisdom, could be a source of abundance that transcended material wealth and brought fulfillment on every level. Sofia's journey serves as a powerful reminder that true prosperity is not defined by wealth alone, but by the balance we create between our material and spiritual lives. Through the principles of generosity, mindfulness, and ethical living, she not only transformed her financial situation, but also her relationships, sense of purpose, and impact on her community. This story exemplifies how living with intention, generosity, and clarity can lead to a life of abundance, one that transcends material wealth and touches the hearts of those around us. Prosperity, in its truest form, flows naturally when we live in alignment with timeless values that prioritize the well-being of all, not just ourselves. If you found inspiration in Sofia's journey, take a moment to reflect on how these principles can be applied to your own life. Like and share this video to inspire others on their path to true prosperity.